Well, welcome Rams fans to another week of football, week one, and I feel really good about the Rams' chances of winning this game, mainly because Andy Dalton isn't that guy. You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy. I kind of, on the behalf of Bears fans, I kind of wish Justin Fields was playing. I just think he's more athletic. He gives them more chances to win, but they're going to play it safe. I don't think they want to put Justin Fields in that type of situation with Aaron Donald, Leonard Floyd, Terrell Lewis. We have pretty decent pass rushers, even though we do also have an elite secondary. I think the pass rush would be a little too much for Justin Fields' first game, so I think they're just gonna put the sacrificial lamb Andy Dalton in there. Offensively, I think the Bears are okay. I don't think they're anything spectacular. I honestly think this is a game that's going to be won in the trenches. Offensive line of the Bears looks okay right now, with the left tackle being Peters, but he has those injuries. And then, a lot has changed with this offensive line for the Bears. Plus, the weapons are great. The tight end's great. The receivers are great. The running backs, he's okay. Nothing special, but he's there. And then you have Andy Dalton. So that's where I'm kind of I'm not 100% sure, but Daniels is a good right guard. He's actually really good. It's just, I don't know. I don't put too much faith in the Bears to score a lot of points. I think if their defense can create turnovers, if they can, get the Rams to settle for field goals, I think that's possibly one of the ways to win this game, but I don't think that will happen. But the Rams' defensive line, especially on third down where they're trying to get after the quarterback, looks pretty dang good. Lewis, Joseph Day in the interior, Aaron Donald and Floyd are just going to cause havoc. Probably on third down, you'll probably get Rapp inside the box. You might get Terrell Burgess inside the box. The linebackers aren't really good at covering. They're usually pretty good at run stopping, the first two downs. But then you'll probably have to get those extra safeties in there, those extra DBs on third down, the way the Rams like to do. David Long Jr. is most likely going to play at the slot position. And then you have your starters with Darius Williams and our guy Jalen Ramsey. So it looks good on paper for the Rams. It looks really good on paper. I just don't know how the Bears might try to attack the Rams. I think they might try to beat them with the run, just because of the fact that we do get after the quarterback very well. There's at times the Rams get overpowered. That's kind of our weakness. We might get overpowered, and they might just try to get 4 yards here and there, and then eventually do a play action pass. So that's the only way I see the Rams defense struggling. But if they try to go, lights out, that we're going to toss the ball down the field every once, all the time, or they just very generic offense, then it's not going to be a good day for them. The Rams do have, in my opinion, a really good chance of winning this game. If I had to make a prediction, it'd probably be close to 30 for sure. Close to 30. It's the first game at SoFi, so I think the Rams are going to really try to win this game, and I just don't have any real faith in the Bears. So I have the Rams winning 28-30, around there, 28 or 30 points, and the Bears might finish up with 14 points. Maybe say 17, but that's about it. That's as far as I'm going to go with those guys right there. It's just not a really offensive-driven team, as you can see. That's the best that the Bears are going to look at. Sure, they have decent weapons. Sure, they have a decent offensive line, but I think the Rams are just going to be a little too good. Now with the Rams, you look at this team. This is a team that's being hyped up a lot. Sure, and mainly it's because Jared Goff is not on the team. When Jared Goff was going great, no one was talking stuff about Goff. But since he's gone and we have Stafford has been that QB to make things happen in Detroit, and that in itself is impressive. Kind of Watson with the Texans in that sense. This guy has been getting like Detroit to like 4 wins when they should have probably just won 1 game. He was the reason. He's been statistically very, very good, and he's got all these coaches saying great things about him. So I'm all on the Stafford train. So we'll go forward from that. I haven't made a video talking about Stafford, but I just think he's that good. Like there were enough Rams content makers to talk about Stafford, and it was actually pretty cool. But we also have to talk about the Rams offensive line, man. Like Whitworth's great, Edwards is great, Corbett is great, Havenstein is great. Like this is a really good offensive line. Allen is my only question mark, only because in 2019 he was playing very terrible. He was getting overpowered. He was getting bull rushed constantly. It wasn't making Goff looking good. Let's just say that in 2019 he ended up getting hurt. Then he had to take a back seat because Evans ended up kind of playing guard at that point, and things were kind of moving on around. And Austin Blythe was playing center in 2020. So. If we can fix that, the offensive line for the Rams will be solid. We'll be a solid running team. We'll be a solid passing team. Now, the Rams have Robert Woods. We have Van Jefferson. We also have Jackson. We have Cooper Kupp, Tutu Atwell. So in receiver, we're looking good. Higbee as a tight end. Then you got the newbie from UCF was playing great in preseason. I should know his name at the moment, but I forgot. But this is going to be our solid Rams offense with Stafford, Henderson. But then you look at the Bears defense, and again in the trenches, we got Robert Quinn on the outside, Nichols, you got Hicks, and you have Mack. Those guys, pass rush wise, they're great. I think sometimes you can probably overpower them, outmaneuver them. Last year when we played them, we were able to get a zone running game going. The Rams were getting after the quarterback. I think Leonard Floyd got 3 sacks that game, so he looked like a stud. And but this Bears team is going to be tough to beat too, man, because they have talent all across that defense. But I just think it's going to be too much for them. I think the Rams are going to come in hot. And the Rams have to come in hot, because if they give this defense what they need, which is making stops when it matters, settling for field goals, then it's going to get a little tough. Then it might be close. But on paper, the Rams look like a much better team. So, like I said, I look at the Rams getting about 28 points, 30 points. The Bears 14, maybe 17 at most. But I'm calling this the Rams Week 1 win. If you guys have any other comments, the running game's going to probably look good with Henderson and Sony Michel. I think those guys will probably split carries. I think McVay likes Henderson a lot, but Sony Michel is there just to provide some help, and then Funk is in there too. So it's going to be a really, really good team to watch. The Rams in 2021 is going to be, I think, an elite team, man. I think they're going to be in the top 5 for sure, and then they're going to have to make things happen in the playoffs for us to, get to the Super Bowl again. But the Week 1 game is going to be tough for both teams. It's just going to look good for any football fan, especially Sunday Night Football. So good luck to the Bears. Good luck to the Rams. Best team wins. And that's all I got to say, man. Make sure to leave a like, share, comment. Till next time, you guys. Go Rams.